Hey besties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, you're welcome. So guys, I'm back with another tutorial for you, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to do a flawless leave out sewing. Okay, so in this video you'll be learning the right amount of hair to leave out and how to actually determine the right amount of hair for your leave out. So if you're interested in this video, please keep watching, and if you do find this video helpful, don't forget to leave me a comment, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification bell on so you don't miss out on any of my latest video. So guys, let's jump into this video. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is to determine where you want your parts, whether center or side. So my client is going with center parts, so I'm going to make sure I get the parts right first before proceeding to the next step. Okay, so now for my leave out, I'm parting that out, and the way to know you have enough hair to leave out is for you to place your hand under the hair, and if you can't see through your skin, that means you have enough hair. As you guys can see right there, it's not too much hair, and at the same time it's enough hair to cover the lash track. I couldn't see through my skin. I couldn't see my skin through the hair, so that simply means that I have enough hair to cover the lash track. So I'm going to go ahead to weave that out of the way, and I will do the same thing on the other side as well. And guys, as you guys can see, I part out a little section from the side as well to add to my leave out. So now I'm going to go ahead to do the same thing on the other side. So that's me again checking if I have enough hair, and yes I do, because I couldn't see through my skin at that point, and I kind of felt it was a bit too much, but no, not too much. I was trying to show you guys, so you can see that one. If you leave that amount of hair out, your lash track is going to be seen. So yes, that's me going back to add hair. So I was just doing that for you to see what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now you can see I couldn't see my skin through the hair anymore, so that means I have enough hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead now to weave the hair out of the way, and we'll proceed to the next step. Okay, and you want to make sure it's straight. So I'll be adding expression braiding extension for her cornrow. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is this 2 single braid. Okay, I don't know how to actually describe that, but that's the braid that my last 2 tracks are going to be sewn on, and you want to make sure it's as tiny as possible. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead to braid down all the way to the back. You don't want to use too much braiding extension, just not too thin and not too small. You guys, I think you can see the amount right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead to braid that all the way to the back. So you're gonna ask your client to help you hold it down so it doesn't pull their hair. Okay, so that's gonna really how do I call it, that's going to reduce the tension of you braiding it. Okay, so just ask them to hold it down while you braid. And that's me checking if it's not too tight, because at the same time you don't want it to be too tight that it's not comfortable for your client. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop right there, and I'll go ahead to do the same thing on the other side. So yeah, that's it. So those 2 braids right there are gonna be the braids I'm going to be sewing my last 2 tracks on. So I'm just gonna go ahead to start braiding the hair. So at this point I'm going to fast forward it. You know, it's just basically you braiding, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna come back to show you guys the braid pattern. Okay, and always checking with your client if it's not too tight. My hands are very tender. I'm like, I don't braid tight. My clients, they can tell you, anyone I braid so tight, I mean anyone who complains of my braids, that means their scalp must be so tender. Okay, so if you're my client and you're watching this, please tell people about my hands, okay, when it comes to braid. So yes, that's it. I'm just gonna continue to do my cornrow, then I'll come back to show you guys the pattern. Okay, so I'm actually connecting the first cornrow to the second one, then taking it all the way to the nape of our neck. Okay, and there I am adding some more extension as I was running out. Alright guys, so for the first 2 braid I did, now it's time to connect them to the rest of the braid. So once I get close to that point, I'm just gonna continue to braid it, like connect it to the new hair that I'm about to braid. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Guys, just pay attention to what I'm doing, watch the video, okay, so you understand better. So yes, you see that one that is connected right there, I mean that braid right there, I'm going to connect it to the new one. I'm still going to add braiding extension, but not just yet. So yes guys, that's it. So for the second braid as well, I'm gonna go ahead to connect it. Can you guys see? So I'll go ahead to connect it to the new braid I'm about to do. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead to add braiding extension. And yes guys, that's it. And I'm going to show you guys the braid pattern, how it looks exactly. Okay, so I'm going to use my needle and thread to tack those single braid out and just, you know, just place them somewhere there, you see. So, and I always use blanket stitch method. Okay, so that's just me right there, you know, just stocking all those single braid in. Okay, all right guys, so this is what the braid pattern looks like. Okay, that's our leave out, that's the braid, the two single braid we're going to be attaching our last two tracks. Okay, you see the way I connected that one. And yes guys, that's it. All right guys, so the next thing I'm gonna do is to attach weaving net. So the weaving net is just going to give me the opportunity to sew wherever I want to. Okay, you can see the braid. Meanwhile guys, do not forget to oil your client's cap. Okay, and I'm using the Cantu hair oil. I got this one from my local beauty supply. You can get it from Walmart, you know, any of this local beauty supply, or you can use any oil of your choice. Okay, so this is very, very important. Your clients are going to be having their weave for long, so you want to make sure you don't leave them with dry scalp. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna go ahead to attach the weaving net. So like I was saying, the weaving net is just gonna give me room to be able to sew wherever I want to sew. You can see the space that's the gap between the braids. Okay, so if you don't have weaving net, you're not going to be able to, your install might not be flawless. I don't know, maybe some people can actually do a sewing without weaving net and it's still going to be flawless, but this is the pattern that I've been using over the last 4 years, and to be honest with you guys, this is the best. Like, it's the best, trust me when I tell you it's the best. So I got my weaving net from my local beauty supply as well, so I'm just going to place it right there and I'm going to start sewing. Meanwhile, I'm not sewing the weaving net to the first braid that we did. That's the first one right there. As you can see, I started sewing it to the rest of the braid. Apart from the 2 single braids I have all the way to the back, like from the hairline to the back, right? That's the only braid I'm not going to be sewing it to. So yes guys, I'm just going to fast forward, let me speed up this place, and you guys see what I'm doing is really simple, very, very simple guys. So once I was done, I just cut out all the excess nets that I don't need. So first you want to put your needle through the weft, okay? Then go to the hair and the net. So you're not just going to be sewing on the net, guys. You're also going to be sewing on the hair, okay? So, and that's me showing you guys. So the first one, you can see I put it through the weft right there so it can be secure. So the second one, I put it through the weft as well. Then I've wrapped my thread around the needle twice. Then I'm gonna pull. So right there is tight. Then now you can go under the weft and through the hair, just like that, guys. Okay, and I always use blanket stitch method. Under the weft to the hair, then pull. So for these bundles, I'm not going to double them because they're not a lot. So depending on how many bundles of hair you're going to be working with, okay, it's 3. However, our head is, it's not big, but it's a normal size of head. So anyways, I'm not going to double the wefts. That's it. So yeah, some cases you may have to double your weft, you know, but in this case, no sis. So once I'm getting to the end of the hair, for me to do my turnover method, I wrap the needle around it twice, okay, just like that, so it's properly secured. So now I'm just going to turn it over, put my needle through the wefts, okay? So that's me showing you guys right there. then elevate it. That's now I'm going to the next row. Will I call it row? You understand what I'm trying to say? So the second one as well, I'm going through the weft, okay, attaching it, wrapping my thread around the needle twice, and right there is flat, sis. It's flat. Now I'm gonna go under the weft. So this is how we're gonna be doing it till we get to the top. So I'm just gonna let you guys continue watching what I'm doing, and if there's anywhere I need to tell you guys something, I'll be back to explain what I'm doing. And if you have any questions so far, please leave me a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, okay? And guys, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel already, sis, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your post notification bell on, and also don't forget to like this video and share with anyone that may be interested, okay? So yeah, that's it. And I'm going to go over, you see, wrap it twice, you see, you turn it. Now I'm about to turn it, so I'm going to pull my needle through the wefts. I believe I've said that. Don't go when you're doing your turnover method, don't go under the weft, go through the wefts, okay? Don't do that. No, through the wefts, okay? Then go to the next level, wrap it twice, pull through, make sure it's tight. The second one as well, go through the weft on the other side of the same braid, okay? Just like that. It's so flat, nice. So guys, we're almost at the end. So this last two tracks is very important, so guys, please pay attention to what I'm doing and pay attention to what I'm about to say. Okay, so you see the scissors braid that we did, that's the secret to the flawless sewing. Okay, so that's me right there. So sewing those tracks before we do the last two tracks. Okay, sorry guys, you guys are not able to see the front. I'm just using my tripod, moving around and all that for you guys. Okay, so you can see I'm putting my needle through the weft. Okay, now taking it to the scissors braid. Now pay attention to where I'm sewing it. Okay, so for me to sew on that, I have to sew the first one on the, what's it called, on the first edge. I really don't know exactly what to call this. Okay, but that's me using my hand to demonstrate it for you guys. So the first one, I'm sewing it on the edge of that braid, because there's still gonna be another track that will go. That's the track that will cover the last one, and that's me right there checking with my clients if the tension is not too much. That area is usually a bit painful, that's the truth, but not to the extent that they can't sleep. So you see where I'm sewing it, so pay attention please. So I'm sewing it at the edge of the braid, you know, like every braid has two sides. I think that's the best way I can explain it right now. I'm sorry guys, but I'm sure you guys can see what I'm doing, right? So yes, I'm sewing it at the first. Oh god, I keep repeating words, bear with me, that's how I talk. I just want to make sure you guys get what I'm saying. And some things, trust me, you probably really can't just explain, but you know what you're doing, you just really can't explain it. So that's what's doing me right now. Excuse that guys. So yes, but I'm still gonna show you guys so you kind of see what I'm talking about. So our scissors braid, I'm sewing on the edge of that braid, and the last track will go on the other side of the braid as well. You see, so you guys, that's a closer view of what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead to cut it, then we're going to attach the last braid on the other side. That's me showing you guys right there. You see, So that's exactly where the last track goes. Okay, that's what gives you that flawless leave out sewing, apart from your leave outs, like getting the right amount of leave outs. And yes, this particular one right here, those are the two factors that gives you a flawless leave out sewing. So you see, I'm sewing it on the other edge of the braid. And yes guys, that's it. See how flat it's looking, guys. So now I'm just gonna go ahead to proceed to styling the hair. You know, just combing it using my spray bottle water and some leave-in conditioner to style the hair. If you're looking for I actually have a video showing you guys how to revive your curls. You know, you can check that video out. I'm going to make sure I link it in the description bar below. So for the side, I went ahead to use my hot comb to press the tracks down, like the last track, so that can flatten it some more. Okay, so you're just gonna go ahead to use your flat iron, flatten that last track, the edge of the last track out. So, and that's just water in that other spray bottle. And this other spray bottle, I have leave-in conditioner and some curly hair treatments. Okay, I'll leave a link to the video, to the video where I showed you guys what the mixture I have in that spray bottle. So that's me there flattening the last track with my hot comb. Okay, so yes guys, my clients love her hair, she loves her install, and I'm gonna go ahead to use my edge control to slick the baby hair. So for this edge control, to be honest with you guys, I really don't like it because it does leave white residue. So yes, I'm not gonna advise you guys to buy it. I'm still trying some other ones, so once I find the one that I really like, I'll share with you guys here. And if you know anyone that is good that I can find here in Canada, let me know, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you think about long detailed videos like this or short ones? Let me know in the comment down below. Thank you guys once again. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment down below. Until next time, see you guys. Bye. I love you, and I know you love me too. Bye, guys.